Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your mid-February 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Happy birthday to those people who have had birthdays in the last few weeks. We're getting to the end of Aquarius season, and it's just been flying by, hasn't it? Okay. Let me just take a look at this for a second. Okay, well, one thing that I can see is kind of like I'm going to just, you know, talk about this one, this Two of Pentacles. This is a card of being at a crossroads. Maybe twos can indicate a decision that has to be made, and something to do with work, because we have Pentacles, which connect with practical matters. And sometimes this card can be like, in this deck, it shows differently, but like the juggler, like you're juggling multiple things at once, and you're just kind of like, you have a lot on your plate. So you're juggling work and school, but maybe, who knows, maybe you say something has to give here. I can't do everything well. But you might be working two jobs. You might be choosing between two types of work. Two people, yeah, it could be two people, especially if they're air signs. I mean, I said air, earth signs, because pentacles are earth. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I would say, I feel like with some of the other cards here, that this is possibly work related based on the last card. Well, let's just keep going and seeing what other things are showing up. In the past position, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of kind of taking a breather, restoration. If this is in the workplace, it might be perhaps, what do they call those? Like a leave of absence, or just, mental health day. But really thinking about your life and getting your thoughts in order. The number 4 is connected to Saturn and discipline and order, and swords are connected to your thoughts and your communication. But you might be actually ceasing communication with others as you tend to yourself and kind of are more going within. And sometimes I feel like the Four of Swords can come about if somebody got burnt out at their job. And so it might be that the Two of Pentacles, it's like you can't do that anymore. You can't kind of burn the candle at both ends and have all these things going on. And I would say, I mean, I just personally don't see why people live that way. People say, well, I have to. I would try everything that I could not to have so much of a need to work so many hours and do all those things, because you can't restore yourself and you have no downtime. Also, I feel that the Four of Swords can sometimes indicate separating from a partner, maybe living under a different roof, because then you can kind of get your thoughts together and not have that influence from the other person. And that can be very helpful when you're trying to decide what to do about a relationship. The higher message is the Queen of Swords. To me, this means that the way that you may have a decision that you have to make, and you don't necessarily think that you do. And this is like on the spiritual level, it's saying, yeah, you do have to make this decision. And the thing about this card is that it can make somebody feel as if they have to lose their humanity making a decision, and that's not true at all. You can be the kind of person who has compassion for others and is able to, um, if you need to leave a relationship, that you're able to do so and still have that detachment, which Aquarians typically have, you know, baked inside of themselves, coming into this world, but also not to do it in a cold way. Sometimes the Aquarius, maybe this is more of the moon in Aquarius, I don't know, but sometimes I think Aquarians feel as if they have to really be totally, emotionless, because they otherwise it will uh, mean that they're attached to somebody, and that's not true. You can actually be a good person and do right by others, and yet preserve your own sense of self and things like that, and do what you need to do. And it might be in some cases that there's like a nostalgia attached to this, I feel, because the queen is connected to the water element. And so sometimes our emotions are based on sentimentality, something that, tugs at our heartstrings. And and even like, with relationships, for sure. Um, you remember the good times, right? And or you don't want to hurt that other person. But if you really, like, to me, I feel that that wisdom is really tied to intelligence, in terms of a higher intelligence. I don't, I really don't, like, with people talk about intuition, but these kinds of things are vague to me. I feel like ultimately intuition is precise logic as it applies to our highest version of ourselves. And so when you think about it, and you think about other people, if you stay with someone that no longer feel that you can grow with, you're actually depriving them of a partner that is really plugged into them energetically. And so you're actually doing them a disservice. That's not, trying to rationalize a decision that you think is really horrible. It's actually the truth. What crosses you is the Temperance card. So this is what I was kind of alluding to when I'm talking about the Two of Pentacles. And by the way, the Temperance card is connected to Sagittarius. So if there is a person who is a Sagittarian in your life, besides me, I'm not really in your life, I guess, but somebody who is problematic, maybe this card is saying, yeah, that person is problematic. I can't imagine, though, that a Sag would be problematic. We're so awesome. But the Temperance card is about the spiritual and the material. Are they aligned? Or is one being emphasized over the other? And to me, by the way, spiritual and mental health, like your mental health and things like that, because in astrology, the 12th house that Pisces rules, they also call that the house of mental health, versus the 6th house of physical health. So that's also a spiritual sector. So the spiritual and the psychological, to me, I kind of put in the same category, because it's your consciousness. Where is your consciousness at? And the physical, a lot of people can overemphasize one area versus the other. somebody who is just too immersed in the physical, they're going to be imbalanced because they're doing things that are just on the 3D level that really have finite value. I was just writing on YouTube a comment to somebody. I said, you can't take it with you. Money does have value, but it's limited value in terms of the totality of your existence. So we use it as a means to an end, but we don't worship it. We don't act like it's the end all be all, because it just isn't. And so many people can lose themselves in the pursuit of money by doing things that are beneath them, that are not serving humanity. Likewise, you have people who are so into the spiritual that they're ungrounded. And so with the Two of Pentacles, that can be that person that is kind of all over the map, because they're doing this, they're doing that, and they might be having to work two jobs because they're not really paying attention to their finances, and they spend money and they don't know what they're doing with it, and they're impractical. So having both, having a grounded perspective and also being in tune with the spiritual, I think those are goals. And so if that is what is the cause of your imbalance, then look at it. What is coming in is the Eight of Swords, and this is going to be you facing the shadow self. Actually, I was thinking about this astrologically, and there's going to be a full moon on the 24th of February. So it's in the second half of the month, and I will be doing a tarot reading for that probably in about 10 days or whatever. But anyway, that particular full moon will be in your 8th house, and that is the house of the shadow self. So that might kind of be that time when you really purge those elements of yourself, or at least, confront them, so that, because the Eight of Swords can be like your self-limiting beliefs. Your swords, Aquarius. Maybe that's why you have so many swords in this reading. 3 of the cards are swords. All of the air signs are swords, and it's all about your thoughts, your words that you speak. And maybe this is coming up for you, like the 8th house. Hey, that's wild, man. Like purging those things, really paying attention to what you think and how it manifests. What do you believe about life itself? All of these things can really influence the way that you choose what you do in life. And then the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a card of, in some cases, a windfall of money. Oh, and let me say something too, that particular full moon, even though that this is astrologically towards the end of the month, it really doesn't matter. This is the tarot, to me, is less time connected to time than astrology. But that particular full moon could bring some kind of gain in the area of, like, if you have a partner, their finances, and maybe they have a new job that does very well. But actually, I would say this would be more yours, so an inheritance, or something that is significant enough to kind of create a portal for you to walk through, that has to do with new circumstances in your life. This could be a new job. So if the Two of Pentacles has been you kind of trying to patchwork your way through trying to just pay your bills. Maybe you're going to get a job that's pays well enough where it just takes one job to do so. But anyway, it might be a new business that you create. Through the end of March, all the planets are direct. So if you have any desire to do that, go for it. Okay, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like, I'm recording this on the day of the new moon in Aquarius, so that's pretty awesome. So happy new moon in Aquarius if you're listening then. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting my double astrological readings, called my deep dive readings, an hour of natal chart analysis, plus an hour of transits for a special price. And I have, standalone readings and other package deals. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.